Hi everybody, Toby Milroy here again, Vice President for AMS, and thanks so much for watching this quick video. We're really excited to announce our latest release of the Atlas Martial Arts software. This is a new build that includes a bunch of feature requests that have come to us from our members. Obviously, as you well know, our objective with Atlas Martial Arts software is to help make your life easier, to help make operating your school smoother, simpler, more automated, to help drive more traffic to your school, to help attract and frankly make you more money. And we're really excited about this latest release. This is build 12.0.5, and we've added some really interesting, really useful features, many of which, again, like I said, have come from you, have come from our users, come from our clients, the people who are in the field every day using the application. And we're incredibly sensitive to that. We're incredibly focused on creating new feature sets that are of use and in the feature set that you're looking for as a martial arts school operator. So we're very excited about this. So let me walk you through a few of the highlights of the 12.05 build. I'm sure you're going to find lots of little enhancements. We've made lots of little design UI tweaks and fixes of little issues that may be unapparent at first, but as you explore through the application, I'm sure you're gonna see some useful enhancements. But let's look at some of the highlights. Number one is, as you well know, one of the core components of our application is the ability for you to track the attendance of your students at a very high level. And again, Atlas Martial Arts software allows you and enables you to track attendance in 5 different ways. You can use the fingerprint scanner. You can use the barcode scanner for like a traditional attendance card type of a mechanism, or a label that you put on something. You can use the check-in feature, the check-in module, and you can use the Android app or the iOS app. And we've now added another enhancement to our attendance module. Now, obviously, we all know how important it is to track our attendance and how critical it is to make sure that we're on top of our students and monitoring who's coming, who's not coming, and taking appropriate action. As you well know, these conversion numbers and our retention numbers are all based on students who are attending classes, as well as these student ratings on the right over here. Obviously, we have our A, B, and C students and our MIA students. This is based on a 14-day rotating clock, right? So the A, B, C student ratings are, you set how many times a student comes to class that you want to consider them to be an A student, a B student, or a C student, right? Or an MIA student. So now, how do they track their attendance? Again, you have 5 mechanisms, and today you'll have a 6th. But it's critically important that in your school you're very focused on making sure that we're monitoring everyone's attendance, that we have an accurate track of the classes they're coming to. So the new enhancement is this. If you go to the student list, this is the list of all my students. You will want to filter this by style, right? So that it knows what style. As you know, in the application, you can track very granularly the classes that your students are coming to. And those classes are divided by rank and style and team and program and any permutation thereof. So it is important that we give them credit for the right class. So let's say, for example, I just want to, instead of using the check-in module, instead of using the barcode, instead of using the fingerprint scanner, instead of using the app, iOS or Android, I just want to go on my iPad or maybe into my PC, whatever the case is, and I just want to tick off the people that are here, right? So here's how you can do that. You can go to the student list. You can filter your style. So for example, let's say it's a BJJ class, right? And here are all my BJJ students. I've got, it looks like 4 BJJ students in my database. And I see that this student is here and this student is here. So all I have to do is tick them, go to Group Actions, and add an attendance, right? And now I have the ability to pick the check-in date and time that I'm going to check them in. I'm basically marking an attendance in their file based on their style, the date, and the time. Again, if I have 2 BJJ classes, an 11 o'clock class and a 2 o'clock class, it's important for me to be able to add the time that I'm checking them in, right? So right now I'm checking in for, let's say, my 11 o'clock class, so I can put in 11 o'clock if I want to do that. I can also just kind of click in here and type it as well. So I have an 11 o'clock, I'm going to check them in, click Add Attendance, and now they've now been, for lack of a better purpose, checked in for that 11 o'clock class, right? So I think you can see how useful of a feature this is. For example, let's use one with some more sample data. Okay, so here's my karate program, and it looks like I have 15 students in my karate program. I could filter by my karate program, and let's say that this is my, my beginner white belt class. So now it returns to me just the students who are beginner white belts in karate. And again, I could tick them all if I wanted to by using the tick all button, or I could click or unclick whichever students are in class right now, and simply go to group actions, add an attendance, and check them in for that class. You can also add that attendance per student one at a time if you wanted to. So for example, let's say Sharon Brown just turned up for class maybe 5 minutes late, and I've already checked the rest of the class in. I can simply go to her record, her name on the list, and add an attendance directly to her as well. So again, this is a very cool feature, highly requested feature that many schools now want to be able to take attendance just with their iPad standing in front of the class, or with an Android phone, or with their Note 5, or whatever the case is, as people walk in, or in front of the class, whatever the case might be. Totally up to you. You now have a sixth mechanism to track and mark attendance in your school. So very cool.